गोंयच्या म्हज्या मोगाळ भयणीनो आनी भावानो. Hi there. Surprised that we have started this episode in such a setup? Yes. This episode is a special episode about a gentleman who lit the light of Indian philosophy of Hinduism and yoga to the Western world, who won over the hearts of millions of Westerners on 11th of September 1893. This is the story of Swami Vivekanand and his tryst with Goa. Let us not waste time. Let us follow the trail and let My Goem and Prudent bring to you the story of Swami Vivekanand in Goa and in Chicago. So, let me tell you a little about this great man. My dear brothers and sisters, that is exactly how Swami Vivekanand said at the World Parliament of Religions. Actually, there were 6 words. My dear brothers and sisters of America. When he said these words, the entire crowd that had come, the audience that was there, the enlightened people who were there, they stood up, gave him a standing ovation, and it is recorded that the people clapped for 2 long minutes. And this one statement of his, the opening line of his, won the hearts of all those people who had come over there from all over the world, representing all the religions that were over there. This happened on 11th of September 1893 in Chicago, where the World Parliament of Religions were going on. Actually, Swami Vivekanand is credited as the key figure in introducing the Indian philosophy of Vedanta and yoga to the Western world. He is also credited for raising interfaith awareness and also bringing Hinduism to a status of a world religion. What is the history behind this? Who was this Swami Vivekananda? Now, let me just give you a brief about this man who managed to win the hearts of the world. Swami Vivekanand was born as Narendranath Datta on 12th of January 1863. He was one of the 9 siblings, and his father, Vishwanath Datta, was an attorney in the Calcutta High Court. His mother was a very devout lady, and she was a dedicated housewife. What has been recorded that she once said was that I had prayed to Lord Shiva to give me a son, but he sent me one of his ghosts. Now this speaks about the naughtiness or the naughty part of Narendranath Datta. At the age of 8 in the year 1871, he enrolled at the Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar's Metropolitan Institution. In 1879, after his family's return to Calcutta, he was the only student to receive the first class in his studies in the Presidency College entrance examination. So you can make out that this naughty young child had grown into a brilliant youth. Narendra was trained in Indian classical music and regularly participated in physical exercise, sports and organized activities. In the year 1881, he passed the Fine Arts examination and completed a Bachelor of Arts degree in the year 1884. Later, Narendra became a member of the Brahmo Samaj, and it was led by Keshav Chandra Sen and Devendranath Tagore. But it was in the year 1881 that Narendranath Datta met his guru Ramakrishna Paramhams, and this was when he was invited to Surendranath Mitra's house, where Ramakrishna was invited to deliver a lecture, and who became the spiritual focus after Vivekanand's own father had died in the year 1884. It was Ramakrishna Paramhams who offered the orange robes to Narendranath and his friends, and from then on Narendranath always wore this dress. 16th August 1886 was a very sad day for Swami Vivekanand or Narendranath. It was on this day that his guru Ramakrishna Paramhams breathed his last in the early hours at Kosipur. It was only on 24th December 1886, on the eve of Christmas, as we know in Goa, 24th, that Narendranath and his friends took the monastic oath, and on that day he took that name Swami Vivekanand, and from then on 24th of December 1886 Narendranath Datta was known to us as Swami Vivekananda. In 1888 Swami Vivekananda took up to a monastic life. He just picked up his Kamandalu and two books, the Bhagavad Gita and another book, The Imitation of Christ, and he went on a journey to seek the knowledge about the different religions all over the country. He went on a parikrama all over the country, knowing, understanding what the different religions were. During his travels, he did not have any egos. He stayed, he ate with people who were from the most affluent of the society, and also those people who did not have a meal a day. He did not hesitate to stay with them. He was one with them. When it comes to Goa, why is it and how is it that Swami Vivekananda is given so much of importance? Now, during this journey of his all over India, on 18th of October 1892, he reached Belgaum, and he was there interacting with the people till the 27th of October 1892. Just a day before, or possibly on the same day, because records tell us that he spontaneously thought of coming to Goa, and his friend Haripad Mitra, he immediately bought a ticket for him, and he boarded a train from Belgaum to come to Goa. After Swami Vivekananda expressed his wish to come here and visit Goa, because here was the seat of Christianity. So on 27th of October 1892, Haripad Mishra, who was his friend and who was helping him over there, bought a ticket for him, and Swami Vivekananda boarded the train at Belgaum to come to Goa. And in Goa, he was received by Mr. Subrai Naik, a well-known businessman over here, at the station which we all know as the Madgaon railway station, which incidentally was built by the British for the Portuguese in 1888. From the station, Margaon railway station, Swami Vivekanand was brought to the house, ancestral house of Subrai Naik on this very busy Abad Faria road, and he stayed here in Goa for 7 days. How many days he stayed over here, we are not very sure. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is the ancestral house of Subrai Naik. This house on Abed Faria Road is the ancestral house of Mr. Subrai Naik. Today his heirs stay in this house. And this is the place, in the room when you enter on the right hand side, the place where Swami Vivekanand stays. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, the room on the left that I am standing right now is dedicated to the deity that is the deity of this town called, or city called as Margaon, and that is Sri Damodar, who is lovingly called as Dambab. And Dambab has got a big hall over here, and this particular house is more known as Dam Babache Sal. When you come to this hall over here, or Dam Babache Sal, you see a photograph on the wall over here of Swami Vivekananda. Now this was originally a black and white photograph which was later painted, and you can see the charm, the charisma of this gentleman called as Swami Vivekananda, and it is for him that he is called as a Mahapurush or a Mahayug Purush. Ladies and gentlemen, the room in which Swami Vivekananda stayed on 27th of October or 28th of October when he reached over here in Goa has been retained the same way in this house right next to the Dam Babache Sal. They have not touched anything. All the aspects are there. The Naik family, especially Mr. Pradeep Naik, is very, very possessive as well as passionate about what is there in that room. They don't want anybody to touch anything. This room is mostly closed. But if you request them with passion, they will open it out and show it to you. And they have been kind enough to me earlier when I had requested him to bring His Excellency the Governor, Mr. Bharatveer Vanchu, over here. Ladies and gentlemen, I am just going to show you a few snapshots of what is there in that room. There are chairs that he sat on, the Lakshmi idol which is there, which he had carried out his rituals to, and there are a lot of other things which were actually touched and used by Swami Vivekananda. Now when you come in this Damodaracha Sal, there is a plaque on top of their door which says that he had visited here in October 1892. When you come to Margaon, please do come here, pay your respects to Lord Damodar and lay your eyes on the very room where stayed Swami Vivekananda. In Goa, he was there from 27th of October for 7 days, and out of this 3 days he spent at the Rashol Seminary. Let us go to Rashol Seminary, let us meet the people over there. Let us understand from them. Let us see the library where he sat down. Not only those 3 days, but Swami Vivekananda also took the time off to go to Panjim, and he paid a compliment to Panjim. He said that it is a clean and a neat city. He visited Shantadurga temple, Mahalsa temple, Mangeshi temple, possibly the old Goa churches too. But it was this knowledge that he took from here, and he went to the World Parliament of Religions, which helped him to win over the hearts of millions of people of the world. Rest, let's see it in Rashol. So here we are from the room where Swami Vivekananda stayed in the house of Subrai Naik on Abe Faria Road. We have come to one of the most beautiful of edifices, amazing edifice called as the Rashol Seminary. This is the place where Swami Vivekananda came here during his visit from 27th October 1892 and spent 3 days, and he learned about Christianity. And we have come here, and with the permission of the rector, Father Victor Ferrand, we would like to bring to you that treasure that lies here in Rashol Seminary. Let us meet Father Victor Ferrand.
Welcome to our seminary.
Thank you, Father. Thank you very much. So, Father, we are now heading to the library. So, Father, this is the library where he referred, Swami Vivekananda referred, and he had his dialogues possibly over here. But the question is, who established this library?
This was part of a college started by the Jesuits in 1610, and many of the Jesuits must have worked to get this library, but we can also say that Father Thomas Stephen, who was a towering figure at that time, must have really worked to put this library in place.
Oh, and
he was the rector also.
He was the rector of this. He was the first rector?
Yeah.
He was the first rector. And in 1610, Father, you are saying that this seminary was established over here, or this library was established over here?
1610, this started as a college of Salsette. It went for a long time as a college. It was not a seminary which trains priests. For almost 2 centuries or so, it went up to 1759, 1759, when the Jesuits were kind of taken out of Goa. So they were suppressed, and at that point of time, this college later, after some years, was turned into a seminary. The foundation was put in 1606, and the entire quadrangle was built by 1610.
So within these 4 years they constructed. Ladies and gentlemen, I must tell you, the place selected by Swami Vivekananda to come over here has got an importance which is as important in its own way. But when we talk of the seminary at Rashol and what Father has said, the quadrangle, however much I try to tell you on camera that it is massive and it is beautiful, I will not be able to justify the beauty, the strength and the wonder that is Rashol Seminary. For that, you will have to come here and visit it yourself. Am I right, Father?
Yes, yes.
That's right. Father, has this setup been like this or has it changed?
No, it has changed over a period of time, and we have also taken out some of these books which perhaps Swami Vivekananda might have referred. Some of these books got destroyed with time. Others we have tried to save and store in another place in this library. The main reason was, as time goes, theology changes, and today our medium is English, and so we keep all the English books in this hall. The rest of the books are kept somewhere else. The college is both theology and philosophy. We teach the thought of Swami Vivekananda also. In this house, we study all the religions, because we are religious leaders and we need to be abreast with different religions. And today the world is becoming smaller and smaller, and we will find all types of people everywhere. And in order to relate to these people, our students, the future leaders, will have to be trained and certainly introduced to these different religions.
Absolutely. In fact, I must appreciate over here, in this as much words as Father Ferrao has mentioned over here, it puts the entire thing into a small capsule which is called in Sanskrit Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The world is my family. I think there is a need for us to understand the religions of the world, and that is exactly why Swami Vivekananda came over here in his entire journey in India to learn, to understand, to have a discourse, have a philosophical discussion with the priests over here, possibly the rector and other priests over here, the students over here, and that is where he won the hearts of the people. Father, there is a small, I would say a grapevine talk in Goa, that Swami Vivekanand was here in Goa from 27th of October, and for 3 days he spent in this library.
We have a good relationship with the Naik family, with whom who brought Swami Vivekananda to the seminary, even to this day. Because that tradition of Swami coming here has brought us in touch with many Hindus, particularly learned Hindus in Margaon town. And as a result, we had a lot of interactions with them, because we come at a later stage. When we start trying to find out whether Swami Vivekananda stayed for the night here, we are told that he did not stay here for a night. He always returned back
and came back the next day.
He consulted the library, met our professors, in fact maybe debated, and even instructed many things to our students. And so we are really happy that that time this house was also never closed. It remained open, and I think Swami found a congruence with his philosophy as well as this house, so that he could find himself at home in this situation.
When you come here to this place, remember that this building was inside a fort. Today what is left of the fort is just a massive entrance gate and a small little rivulet which we can interpret as a moat. Don't even waste a little bit of time. Come over here and see this place, and see one more thing, that is with permissions. That Swami Vivekananda came over here, referred to the books, and like Father said, possibly they may not be existing right now due to the time having taken its toll. But today they are still learning the books that have been written by Swami Vivekananda, and Father does not just say it, he shows us that they have a collection of books over here.
Yeah, we have a collection of almost all the writings, complete works of Swami Vivekananda in our library, and we are teaching his thought. His message was all religions are moving towards one God, many paths but common destiny.
Yes.
And all rivers merge into one ocean. In fact, we need this message more today because we are now in India, are religiously divided almost every day. Swami Vivekananda's message becomes even more urgent. He has told us the Indian culture is the basis of everything in the world. And that's where Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam comes in. Hinduism has an embrace which is bigger, much larger. And in that embrace, we Christians of Goa, Christians of India would like to live. And that's one reason Vivekananda becomes important for all of us to take pride, because he himself brought this pride to India, to take pride in our mother India. He became very famous in the West after going from this house, after learning from us, perhaps. When we came back, most of us Indians began to take pride in our own culture, in our own religions, in our own India. Yes. He has contributed immensely, and I'm really grateful that you all came to understand what he's trying to say. We want that embrace to be bigger. We will do injustice to Vivekananda if we narrow his embrace that he opened to the world.
Swami Vivekanand came over here, sat on this very furniture, possibly, though Father says that...
no, this furniture must be same.
The tables and all must be the same. That's very good. But you must look at this. And I'm sure that Swami Vivekanand must have also appreciated the furniture, the artisans of the yesteryears of Goa. And this is a book, this is a bookshelf where you are displaying books so that they can be seen and referred to. So, along with enlightenment of the mind, they also brought forth the artistry, the God in the art, the artists who created such wonders over here. So here we are, sisters and brothers of Goa. We have come to the end of an episode about Swami Vivekanand and his journey into Goa. This episode was made at a very short notice because we wanted to show this to you on the very, very auspicious day of 11th of September of 2018, where it completes 125 years of Swami Vivekanand coming into Goa and going to Chicago for the World Parliament of Religions, and the first 6 words that he spoke, "My dear sisters and brothers of America," they won over the world. Same way, we are trying our best to bring to you such lovely heritage. This is the entrance to the fortress of Rashol. Just behind this is the Rashol Seminary. And we want you to come over here, see this place, touch it, enjoy it. There are so many other things like this in Goa. Please write to us on the email that you see over here. We love to hear from you. For this episode, signing off. Bye-bye. See you for the next episode.